In this video, we're going to be previewing a matchup here in the East region between the number 4 seed, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 13 seed, the Yale Bulldogs. For Auburn, they come into the NCAA tournament with a 27-7 record overall. They finished second in the SEC in the regular season and just went on a tear to win the SEC tournament championship. This team is red hot. They've won 6 in a row, and they're playing their best basketball right now. This team is all about speed and locking in on the defensive end. 58th in the nation in pace. They want to play fast. They're fourth in the nation in defensive efficiency. This is a really tough defense to face. They're top 10 in the nation in effective field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and 2-point percentage on the defensive end. This is a long and tall team. They've got a lot of size, and they play very physical. Bruce Pearl has an excellent defensive team. On the offensive end, there are no slouches either. 10th in the nation in offensive efficiency, 83 points per game for the Tigers this year. They're led by Janai Broome, their leading scorer, 16 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. He's a tremendous defender as well. He is my key player for Auburn. He's scored in double figures in every single game but 2 this entire season, and they've played 34 games. You do the math, 32 out of 34. Broome is tremendous on the offensive end. On the defensive end, he can shoot it from 3 as well. I really like this kid. My concern for Auburn on the defensive end is they put teams on the free throw line a lot. That physical brand of defense sometimes leads to them fouling a ton. 333rd in the nation in free throw rate defensively. So a bit of a concern there for Auburn. For the Yale Bulldogs, here they come into the tournament as a 13 seed, 22-9 their record here this year. They finished 3rd in the Ivy League and went on to win the Ivy League tournament championship. Crazy Ivy League tournament. They barely squeaked in on a buzzer beater against Brown to get here. Meanwhile, for Yale, they want to play very slow. Contrast to Auburn, 328th in the nation in offensive pace. They're top 100 in offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency, so it's a balanced team. They don't do anything super well, but they're pretty good at everything for the most part for the Yale Bulldogs. Now, Yale's key player is their big man as well, Danny Wolf, their sophomore 7-footer who is their leading scorer. He's got 4 double-doubles in his last 5 games. He's going to have to play huge if they're going to pull off this upset. Now, my concern for Yale is this is not a very deep team, which is not good when you're playing against Auburn, who is and wants to play fast. Yale only plays 6 or 7 guys on a regular basis, so depth a concern for me. Now, as far as this matchup goes, the depth is a big thing for me here in this one. Auburn's got a deep bench. They play 9 or 10 guys, significant minutes, and they play a fast-paced style, which is hard to keep up with if you do not have depth. Yale does match up well with the size of Auburn. Yale, a pretty big team as well. Danny Wolf, their big man for the Bulldogs, is going to have to play tremendous against Janai Broome, and I just don't see that happening because Broome is such a good player on both ends of the floor. Yale's going to have to try and slow this game down and make this game be played in the mid-70s or mid-60s, in terms of possessions. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Auburn usually makes teams play their style. Now, if I had to put this on the upset potential meter, I'm going to say this one is certainly unlikely. This is not a good matchup for Yale. Auburn's so hot right now. I would be most surprised. This is the least likely 13 seed that I would say to upset a 4. With that, give me the Auburn Tigers to advance to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends and family, but absolutely humiliate them? If you like the sound of that, subscribe down below to College Hoops Tonight, because we're previewing all 36 first-round games of the NCAA tournament to give you the edge you need to nail your bracket and absolutely crush your friends and family in your bracket pool.